Every week, Kostas has to drive miles to stock up in wood.
Look, the sun's out, but we're very cold. We don't have money to pay for heating oil, so I need to go and buy wood for my fireplace.
We're in Menidi, a province an hour's drive north of Athens. It's 4 degrees on the Celsius scale, and the humidity levels are high. Here, as in the rest of the country, times are hard.
I built this fireplace myself just a month ago, as we don't have money to heat ourselves any other way.
Kostas is a builder who lost his job at the beginning of the crisis. To keep his family warm, he saves every log. The coalition government has increased taxes again. The price of fuel has now doubled and today stands at 1.4 euros a litre, the most expensive in Europe.
Drink this to warm yourself up, because we'll have to go get the wood in a minute. The house is too humid.
Piggy, his wife, works at nights in a casino and brings in the only income of what used to be a middle-class family. Today they're called the nouveau poor.
Before, all 4 of us used to work, so we made ends meet. Now we can't pay our bills, taxes. The banks are calling us all the time to repay our loans. And of course, let's not even mention the cold. But our priority is survival.
Survival. The operative word for people pummeled by a slew of cuts in their wages and pensions. Some Greeks have been forced to take extreme measures to give their children a chance for a better future. Play and laughter around a Christmas tree. Most of the kids in this children's village are orphans, but some come from families who have fallen victim to Greece's economic crisis. Victoria was forced to put her daughter in a care home. Like many Greeks, she has been living beneath the poverty line for the last 2 years. She agrees to talk to us on condition of anonymity.
There were days we didn't have food, and there were times we didn't have electricity. It was a difficult choice at first. I thought about it for a long time because I really couldn't live without my daughter. But I had no work, and there were so many expenses for her. I just couldn't afford it.
More than a quarter of Greeks are now officially unemployed. Nearly 3.5 million people are in the grip of poverty. Even better off children have been affected by the austerity measures. Greece's cuts in education are among Europe's highest. Some pupils, like 15-year-old Anastasia, take lessons in containers, turned into makeshift classrooms, even during winter months.
Look, I'm wearing a t-shirt, a sweater, another sweater, a coat, and a second coat. Because I'm cold in class and I just can't concentrate. When it rains, it doesn't really matter if you're inside or outside, because water comes in from everywhere. Our roofs aren't good enough. It's really bad.
Anastasia's parents are jobless and trying to make ends meet, like dozens of people in this crowd. They agreed to be filmed as discreetly as possible. Today, the anti-immigrant party Golden Dawn is distributing free food and clothes, but to Greek nationals only. Measures like this have helped it reach out to public opinion and win 18 seats in parliament. In a country where politicians are embroiled in corruption scandals, the ultra-nationalist party has seen its popularity jump from 0.4 to 12% in 3 years.
I've been unemployed for 2 years. Golden Dawn gives back to the Greek people. It keeps all the money it needs for its expenses and gives out the rest. That's important. Other politicians just put it in their pocket, whereas here, they understand our needs and act on it.
But there is another side to Golden Dawn, a more violent one. The growing appeal of fascism has led to a surge of racist attacks, even in children's playgrounds. As authorities struggle to curb the influx of illegal migrants hoping to get to Europe, foreigners in this debt-hobbled country have become scapegoats. Just like Lukas, an 18-year-old Polish immigrant. He says supporters of Golden Dawn attacked him and recalled the day he was beaten.
So I see back and he hit me. There was only two of them at my age, so I was. So we were fighting for several seconds, and suddenly from a street behind me and from the bus station in front of me goes other people, other teenagers in my age, and started to hit me, all of them. They hit me on my face. I have a bomb here at my right side of my head, and I had black points on my left side.
Lucas has watched Golden Dawn recruit among his peers and wants to sound the alarm bell.
Golden Dawn is going to catch young people. They are doing it for free 2 years right now. From schools, from stadiums, from football.
Which is why Lucas is actively involved in anti-racism campaigns. We join him at a rally in central Athens, where residents have decided to stand up to the expanding presence of Golden Dawn.
It's important to show to the society that, that Golden Dawn is a neo-Nazi organization and they are not a political party, as they say, and they are hitting all the immigrants, and we are not scared of them.
Now the press is beginning to join the fight back. This recently created daily, the newspaper of journalists, warns readers of the dangers of the far right. Nikolas Voulelis is the editor-in-chief.
We have an open front against Golden Dawn. We refuse to give them a voice, but at the same time we do exclusive stories on them, because it's a Nazi party that doesn't hide its beliefs. It wants the return of the junta, the dictatorship. They want to close down the parliament, and they would also like, if they could, to kill all immigrants that live in Greece.
The Greek press is often criticized and has even been accused of fomenting the rise of extremism. Many point to the uncomfortable ties between the media and the political establishment. That's why Nikolas Voulelis decided to set up a newspaper financed by his journalists alone.
Our newspaper is a product of this crisis. All the big media are indebted and dependent on banks or governments who used to give them funds and no longer do. So, as you understand, corruption is a huge problem in Greece. The press is at the mercy of political, financial and publishing powers.
Nikolas Voulelis is also preparing a special edition on the ways the crisis has affected people's behavior. One of them, depression, is taking its toll on society.
Dina, interview a family in Athens. We need to show the consequences of the crisis.
We follow Dina on the job as she interviews people from all walks of life. She draws the portrait of a society sinking into despair.
It's very important for me to understand what anger, rage and disappointment mean for people, because it's the only way to interpret their behaviour. It's not enough to see what law has been enacted or what are the latest unemployment, inflation and recession figures. Behind the numbers are people, and they have feelings.
As tensions run high in this time of austerity, Greeks are finding it hard to handle the strain. Psychiatric hospitals have been overflowing with patients for months. Doctors not only have to work in challenging conditions, but have to deal with the constant arrival of new patients. Data suggests the number of admissions has doubled in less than a year.
We once had food and medicine in stock, but it's all gone. Everything's at breaking point. We don't know if this unit and others will be able to cope with the increasing demand. We won't be able to take care of our patients anymore.
They cut my power 17 days ago. I don't even know what to do. I'm at my wit's end here. All I can do is cry.
It's not very difficult to get out of here. Where will you go if you get out? If you get out, you need to go see your family. Do you have somewhere to go? You need to see your wife, your children. You need to see your relatives. But do you have somewhere to go? I don't have anywhere to go.
So you're staying here until we figure out where you will go?
I really don't have anywhere to go anymore. Nikos has a problem. We used to have homes for our patients to help reintegrate them into society. But with the crisis and the cuts, they can't operate as they used to. And there's been a huge increase in the number of patients.
The skies are clear in Athens today, but the atmosphere is heavy. The widespread use of chimneys has produced a toxic cloud of pollution, causing health problems and deepening the prevailing sense of desolation. Pollution levels have tripled in the last month. Back in Menidi, we meet Kostas at a chemist's. The situation worries him.
I have some breathing problems. Do you think it's because of my fireplace, like they say on TV?
You need to go to a doctor. I can't really help you.
Please, anything.
The more austerity the Greeks are made to swallow, the greater the pressure they feel. Yet the measures dictated by the country's international lenders for the past 3 years have failed to cure Greece's debt problems. As the contagion spreads to the continent, a question emerges. How will Europe's sick man ever recover?